G'day YouTubers. It only took a couple of trips to lose the terminal tackle that was on the end of the Canon Downrigger. I didn't like the look of the terminal tackle to start with. It seemed to me that it was designed to let go if the ball got snagged to avoid damaging the Downrigger itself. And that's a good idea, but I just found it was too weak, for want of a better word, and I lost my ball just by losing my grip on it, and it dropped maybe 30 centimetres, 12 inches, if that. Terminal tackle just came off and down went the ball. So I'm going to make a stronger terminal tackle, and I'm going to style it on some of the other brands, and let's have a look and see how that goes. This is what I bought from the tackle shop and came up with rubbers in order to make my terminal tackle for the Downrigger. I got these ball bearing swivels. You probably don't need ball bearing swivels, ordinary swivels would be good enough, but ball bearing ones happen to be bigger and stronger than anything else that they had at the time, so I got the ball bearing ones. You need some stainless steel thimbles. Now I got the medium size, small size probably would have been good enough, but I couldn't see any there. They had medium and larger, so I got these ones. And you need some brass double-sized crimps. These are a little bit larger than I need for the wire that I've got, but I should be able to crimp them down hard enough to lock onto the wire. Other than that, I'll have to go out and buy some. You don't want the aluminium ones. You're putting it up against stainless steel, and aluminium and stainless steel don't mix well. You'll get a lot of electrolysis and it won't last as long. Brass crimps. Swivels don't have to be ball bearing, but get some big heavy ones. Stainless steel thimbles. Some sort of rubber to act as a bumper, and let's have a look and see how it all goes together. This is what I've got for the rubber stop for the Downrigger. It's just a couple of pencil erasers. Brand doesn't matter, I just bought these in Kmart. They're cheap rubber pencil erasers. I'll cut them in half that way, and that'll give me 4 rubber stops to put on the Downrigger line. So 1 to put on and 3 spares. That's one of these rubbers in my old blacksmith vise. Just put him down that way. I left the plastic cover on it just so that it wouldn't get dirty. Not the fish will mind if it's dirty rubber, I suppose. Looks nice. Just line your drill up, and I'm using a 3/32 of an inch drill, which is roughly about 2 millimetres. You'll notice I drill that with a pecking motion because of the nature of the rubber. It's going to bind up on the drill. It may not break the drill, but best to be safe. And I'll drill down from this other end as well, and then cut him off in the middle. Doesn't matter if the holes don't quite match up. Yeah, it did heat up a bit. Can smell that it's been hot. So it is best to do that pecking motion when you're going through. I'm going to cut those in half now and make 4. Just got them here on an old cutting board, the old Stanley knife. That's all you need to do. See the holes come through from the middle. It is a bit out of alignment, but you know if you put it through from the end that's only got 1 hole, you're going to come through the right one. There we go. Same on that one. And that's my rubber stoppers to stop the terminal tackle from going up inside the pulley on the Downrigger. Now first things first, if you've got the weight retriever for your Downrigger, you want to make sure you get that on the line first, otherwise you're going to have to unscrew it all till you put it on. So get that up on the line, and next thing to do, grab your rubber, and if you've still got plastic around it and the cardboard sleeve, may as well get rid of them now, they're not going to last once it goes in the water. And thread that onto your cable like so. Then, next thing to do is to put some of these crimps on. I'm a belt and braces man myself, so I'm going to put 3 crimps on here. 1 might be enough, 2 might be better, 3 should be great. Particularly since they're a bit on the large side too. I don't want to take any chances. Then you get your swivel and your thimble. Put your swivel into your thimble like that. Wrap your line around it, or put your line through the loop there. We can actually put the thimble on after. We might do that because it's going to be easier than trying to hold it all together. Right, then start poking your tag end back through your crimps. Right, now before we go any further, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit on this so you might get a better view of what's happening. Yeah, okay. Oops, it's bizarre to see where I'm moving to here. Got that thimble around the cable and through the, well actually the main thing is to have it through the eye of the swivel like that. And then I'm going to squeeze those ends together. Like that. Then we need to make sure the cable goes around the groove on the thimble, like that. Pull a bit of this tag end back through, we don't need quite so much. That'll be enough because I want to put these a little bit apart. Get right down on top of that, pinch him tight, that's what you should have there. Hope you can see that in the viewfinder. Seems a bit blurry actually. Can you see that? The crimp, the thimble and the swivel. Grab your crimpers for it. Oh, crimp him down just as tight as you can. I'll just zoom out a bit because this other camera's not working too well zoomed in. As far as that, I'm getting out of the shot all the time. There we go. That's him all assembled. Now I'll see if I can cut this tag end off neatly with these pliers. Yep, there we go. Tag end's trimmed up nicely. Then we can come down here and we can force this last one back up into that rubber a bit, just to hide that tag end. And there we go. That's it, all together. And I reckon it's going to be as good as anything you can buy, and a good bit cheaper. It's not finished yet. I'm going to do something a little bit different to attach a weight to it, so we'll go through that next. And this is the rest of the setup for the terminal tackle and the downrigger. Got a heavy swivel there, just under size 8 that one. It's not a ball bearing swivel, just any old heavy swivel you have. As long as it's got a braking strain greater than the line you're using. And this is a size 8 snap clip, no swivel on that, and just a bit of 100-pound mono to join them. Length doesn't matter, that's probably 8 or 10 inches there, so about 25 centimetres. Doesn't need to be that long. I'll put it on and show you how that works and why we have it. First of all, we'll put the swivel end onto our snap on the downrigger. Let's turn our downrigger out here a little bit. Got our line here and our other snap, and we put our weight onto this other snap. Just snap him up like that, lower him down, and then we let him out. The whole idea of the mono line there is that this stainless steel cable has a positive charge in it. It's supposed to attract the fish, whether it does or not, who knows. But don't want the lead ball electrolysing from that, so the mono line acts as an insulator between them. It's also 100 pound, while the stainless steel cable's 150 pounds, so if the ball does get snagged, hopefully the mono line will break and leave me with the rest of the cable and hopefully the terminal tack. Well, that's it. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. I'll put a list of the parts that I use down in the video description in case anyone else would like to do a similar thing with their downrigger. And I do know that downriggers don't seem to be all that popular with recreational fishermen in Australia. But looking at them on YouTube, I think they might have their place, and I'm going to give it a go and see how that turns out. If you'd like to keep up with that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell notification for when I upload a new video. I try to get one up every couple of weeks and mostly manage to do better than that. So until next time, good fishing.